want you to rest, do more work for the, you know,
For nothing.
yeah, same shit. The foot. Play a few games.
Yeah.
Let's say Scott and Christian, they're obsessed with fucking.
Arena.
Yeah, right now. Yeah, they're
I
into it.
know. I wish I could play it.
Yeah. It's like when we played Delta Force that one time, the first time we played the extraction part of it, it's like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is.
Oh.
But like
Well,
a
maybe
but
not
like a
then.
lot harder. Like it's a lot harder.
Yeah, maybe not. I'm just not a fan of those types of games.
Extraction shooter.
Yeah.
Run in, pocket a bunch of shit, and try to
Get
get
out.
out. It's a lot of spending money on gear and then immediately dying. At least for me, it is.
I know
Scott,
they were taking in like millions.
yeah, I think they go in with like 1 million in gear, but Scott and Christian, man, they are all into like hunting down people. I'm not into
Yeah,
all.
instead of like finding shit yourself, just go and kill people for it.
Yeah, I just like scavenge and shoot people if I find them, but they be a hunt. I'm like, hell no, I don't even want to do that. It's it's fun though. I know if you get a whenever you get a computer, dude, that game is free.
Oh yeah, I know.
Whenever.
Yo, Victor, do you like pickles?
I gotta look around Black Friday.
Of course I like pickles. My name's Victor Von Pickle.
Cheap, hopefully.
Type shit.
Dude, yeah. If you go on Black Friday for sure. If you like look, dude, I bet you get a good ass deal.
Oh yeah.
How far away is Breck that day?
Victor, can I have a pickle?
It's like Thanksgiving time, right? So like 2 months.
What is that, November?
Yeah.
Dude, I haven't played this shit in a minute, so we'll see how this goes.
I know. I played like 2 games probably yesterday and then got off. I started playing. Have you ever played any of the Uncharted games?
Very. I just fucking around, like a real old one now. Maybe like
Yeah,
one or
that's-
two.
I was playing through 4 again.
5 seconds before insertion.
It was free on PlayStation, so I figured why not.
On the PlayStation Store
Make your way
thing.
to its location and defuse it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, dude. Nobody's played this really, Scott.
No.
At least I
They
don't
all
think.
been on Arena, right?
Dude, they have been. They bought the battle pass and everything. I mean, I bought the $5 one, but that ain't shit. Damn, I got bombed. Knocked one. Oh, damn it.
No longer in your possession.
But he's resin and they got me.
One friendly operator remaining.
It felt pretty good though.
Op 4 eliminated all friendlies.
Like this game's tactical, but dude, arena is hard.
Oh no.
Mainly because it's just hard to see people, in my opinion. You know, there's like no indicators or nothing.
Mm.
It's just hard.
Yeah, I have to sit close.
Dude,
I can't see anything.
even then. Oh, you bitches. That should have been a kill. I drilled that dude.
You downed one of them, right?
Yeah, striker.
Damn.
And then I was going up to finish him and Ash got me.
Oh yeah, I got home today, and the dog had destroyed his bed, tore all the stuffing out and shit. That's why it took forever.
Oh. What is it, like a little like poofy dog bed with like cushion?
No, it's like, so he's, I mean, like it's a big dog cage, and the bed fills basically the whole thing. So
Damn.
he had just, I mean, it was everywhere. It looked like a snow globe in there.
Hell no. That made me so
10
mad.
seconds.
You like it, little motherfucker.
I know. I
5
spanked him
seconds
for
to
it.
go.
Then he tried to like nip my finger after I spanked him.
You
I
must
said, hell
locate and
no, I'm
defuse the
spanking
bomb.
you again.
What kind of dog is it? It's a big. It's gonna be a big one.
Yeah, so he's Great Pyrenees mixed with Anatolian Shepherd. I don't
Anatolian.
really know what what an Anatolian Shepherd is, but Great Pyrenees is pretty big.
Oh yeah, big ass white dog.
Yeah.
Oh. I got my buttons mixed up. There's definitely somebody up here.
Yeah. Bug it.
I think there's some over here. Yeah.
Can flash you. Ready?
Down to 1 friendly.
Ain't. Nice.
Drop the
Damn it.
diffuser. We have
Nice
been
try.
eliminated.
Damn,
30.
that guy's 6-0
Oh, that dude right there.
on the other team. I don't know which one it was.
Get pooped on. I don't even know who they had.
I don't either. I keep getting killed by Goyo.
Sneaky bastard.
Bastard. Oh, and I stole the van key. Fuck.
They say anything?
Yeah, they just texted me. Whoops.
And be like, can you bring it back right now? Fuck no.
I would not.
No. I'll be there in the
No,
morning.
they just, yeah, they let me bring it in early. Or not even early.
Oh yeah. When you gonna start opening?
So Khaled told me that they'll just try and get me in there as soon as they can to start like training for it.
Do you get paid more for that?
Be advised your drone has located a bomb.
Yeah, I convinced him to give me $1 more
Let's go.
because I told him the last time, I was like, yeah, of course morning's gonna be easier, but I feel like if y'all can't find somebody to do it, there's got to be something wrong. So I'm gonna need at least some type of raise. He's like, yeah, it's fair.
10 seconds to go.
And he said that he's looking to
5 seconds before insertion.
redo, maybe not everybody's pay, but
Proceed to bomb's
he
location
said he's
and
gonna
defuse it.
like look at everybody's pay by the end of the month and maybe do something about it. So, and he told Christian that too. So hopefully, a lot of people will be getting raises here soon.
That would be super cool.
Setting it up.
Got one.
Nice.
It's up. Swapping mags.
He's on the stairs. I got you.
I got it. Oh! Oh, fuck.
I gotta get
I-
out. Hold on.
I got knocked. I didn't pull out the thing. It's a dude to my right. Are you alive still?
Yeah, it's Cav over here.
In the red room?
Yeah. Oh, he scared the fuck out of me.
At least you got bomb. Damn, you got no health though.
Yeah.
The diffuser is no longer in your possession.
Fuck Cav.
Mm.
He waited till the third round to play him too, so we wouldn't ban it.
Oh, Cav.
Yeah.
The diffuser is now secured.
I feel like they could do it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know where they're at. Sounds like they're in there somewhere.
Mutes. And
Four last
Yeah.
stop
Oh,
standing.
nasty.
Oh, diffuser.
Oh, nice.
One friendly
He's
operator
like
remaining.
staring him in the eyes.
Op 4 neutralized. Mission successful.
Popped out on a hunt.
Nice.
I like the gun skin.
I think that's from. There's like some event going on.
Oh, really?
And I think it's for that.
I got there's a drop right now on Twitch.
Oh yeah? What is it?
It's Ayana and Grimm's gun, whatever that is.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right. I ain't used it yet.
You already
though.
got it?
Yeah. I just let them.
How long do you have to watch?
I can't remember. It's not crazy long though.
Yeah. I might just throw it on right now while we're playing.
That's the benefits of having a second monitor.
I know.
I got a Delta Force stream playing right now. I just be getting drops for the hell of it.
Well, yeah, might as well.
Yeah, that's what I figure. Yeah, Delta Force. Streaming game and watching
Secure the
a
area. Keep
video
the bombs
or else
protected.
stream.
Dang, you got real good Wi-Fi, I guess?
I think it's like
Because, I mean, your ping stays low, even streaming. I'm sure kids probably doing stuff, too.
yeah. We got like normal internet, but I got one of those like super long.
Oh, you got Ethernet cable?
Yeah, straight into the computer.
10 seconds.
Okay.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for assault.
The
5
thi-
seconds.
the router's all the way upstairs. I got like the
Yeah, I
100
did the
foot
same
one.
thing.
Get ready to
Yep.
engage.
Teddy, get down.
Just run that bitch from the fucking. They broke a window in here on B.
Alright.
They're droning, I think. Yeah, they know I'm here.
Oh. Damn. I just missed everything. He's on that window though. Yeah.
I did terrible there.
Yeah, me too.
And I think we're doing pretty solid for first game in a minute.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we're at least getting kills.
Yeah. I think continuing to play a shooting game helps keep you
Yeah,
even
at
if
least halfway warm.
yeah, even if it ain't the same shit. Oh,
Last stop standing.
Oh shit.
dude, that guy,
On pickle?
that enemy just looked at him.
Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
Beautiful.
Clutched it.
Callie?
Cali?
I don't know if they're trolling or for real. Good.
I guess.
I'll roll with it. Oh shit. Oh shit. You work tomorrow, don't you? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Need to get everybody back on this shit.
I know.
Everybody got it. This is pretty cool. Switching it up. That's all we've been playing. It's fucking arena.
Yeah. It is good to switch it up.
Feels pretty fresh.
Secure the area. Keep the bombs protected. Op 4 located a bomb. Protect it.
Razor bloom going out. Razor wire deployed.
Barbed wire going up.
Throwing alarm. Razor bloom. Setting down my trust bomb. Well secure.
Reloading.
10 seconds.
Two trailer park girls go round the outside.
5 seconds and counting.
Round the outside.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for hostile action.
Hit you?
Nah, I just thought he would die, so I ran away. Can I get a heal?
Someone exposed you.
There's somebody out this window in here.
Oh.
Damn.
Location has been compromised. You've been exposed. One friendly operator remaining.
I thought that they had my ass
Op
pinged.
4 is defusing a bomb. You need to disable
Oh,
their
shit.
diffuser.
It was the I forgot I walked there in the lion thing.
All friendlies were eliminated. Mission failure.
Ew, that's nasty.
That is a dirty little spot. Through the ass crack of the bomb.
Yeah, like that shit is so hard to see. I couldn't imagine on arena.
Dude.
Big open fields and stuff.
Yeah. And dude, they just like blend in.
Yeah.
And they got guns got recoil and like you move and breathe and shit. You gotta like hold your breath, like Call of Duty kinda. Yeah, you gotta eat and drink water and food. It's fun. You just gotta know where to put your shit.
Yeah.
It's like an army simulator, like a real life thing or something. Like those types of games. I think if we played it a few more times, you might like it.
Yeah. I think I just had a bad round when we
Yeah.
played Delta.
You just gotta take some in to get understand
Protect the
everything.
bombs.
Yeah.
Barbed wire going up.
No, honey.
Having my plus one.
I've been trying to think of what else to play. The first Descendant. You ever played that?
No, I've heard about it though.
I don't know if you consider that a pay to win or what, or a gotcha.
Yeah.
It's fun though. I like the gunplay and shit. It's like an arcade type of shooter. I like it.
I need to find like another arcade shooter just to play when I'm bored.
Yeah, that shit's fun. I don't know if it's on console or not. Have you tried the new Skate? Is it on PlayStation
No.
Network?
I think it is. I need to try it though, I haven't.
It's free on the Xbox. They're shooting the floor in here.
My beauties are in place. Just edging my bet.
Kind of
Loading new
can.
mag.
They're down there shooting through the floor.
Swapping mags.
Oh shit.
What's prone? Oh, that's right.
Here's the smell.
Who needs heals?
I do. Thank you.
welcome, sir.
Op 4, last stop standing. Op 4 eliminated.
Nice.
Let's go. Caught him on his drone.
Caught him lacking. Pulled up with the switch on it.
The blicky.
Like lock with the switch on it.
Man,
You're gonna-
that's what I need to use.
What?
Block with a switch on it.
That fucking machine pistol.
Yeah.
The thing is pretty cool. But dude, you can build some crazy guns in Arena. That's for sure.
Oh, really? Like you can throw whatever attachments you want.
Yeah, you can build anything you want. It's pretty cool. Some of them are. You can make them kick ass. Just do. It's like maybe 1 or 2 headshot kill game.
Need to use your drone to locate a bomb.
No, it's hot out here for a pimp.
No, it's hard out here for a pimp.
I know. I think I'm gonna get. What were you gonna say?
Drone has located a bomb.
I was just realizing that we're in overtime. In our
I know.
first game on.
We brought it back.
We're always in overtime.
Yeah, I ain't got any more kills, but
10 seconds to go.
we did it. Dude, we're gonna get my
5
kid.
seconds
I think
before
we've decided we're getting him VRs.
You've located a bomb. Make your way to its location.
I think they'll
and
like
defuse
that.
it.
Hell yeah.
I thought we were just getting
Ours
one.
are cool.
I know. My wife said we gotta get 2. I'm like, I'm all for it, but it kind of surprised me she said that. But yeah, I agree. So they won't fight.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, dude, where I died in that back corner.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
like,
dead. Oh shit.
well, dude, they're just waiting on me.
The diffuser is no longer in your possession.
The diffuser
One
is no
friendly
longer
operator
in
remaining.
possession.
Mm.
Good try. I think we did good.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, we're still going. We gonna win this one. What?
Longest game possible. Here we come.
Yeah, that's our like MO.
Yep.
All the way to fucking 9 or whatever. Where are we? First floor. I'm just gonna keep going dock. I think everybody dies super fast, but
Yeah. No, I think the dock was good.
yeah, you're the only one about.
I gotta. I
You're-
think I gotta heal every round.
Yeah, you're about the only one I go out of my way to heal. Dude, let's see. Hold on, I can check. Siege. 2 hours to get the membrane skin for that gun.
Hmm.
I mean, it's aight. I don't really like watching Twitch if it's on my phone.
Yeah,
Because you can't do nothing else.
exactly. That's why I only really do it if I'm playing a game.
Or like you could,
Op 4 has located a bomb. Plan your defenses accordingly.
I can't remember what I was saying now, damn it.
10 seconds left.
Dude, I suck at making rotate.
5 seconds to insertion.
You shoot ahead
Op
on
4
this
has
one.
located a bomb. Be ready for hostile action.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, behind us. They're already in.
Dad's ready to knock up.
They got a shield.
They do have one? Oh yeah, they
I
got
heard one. Oh, here's the fuse. This window down here. Somebody's out that window by bomb or diffuser. Oh yeah, shield dude down there. Coming around bottom of the stairs, shield guy. Dokubi's hacked cameras. Nice.
One friendly remaining.
Oh, they're both there.
Still downstairs. Damn.
Mission failed. All friendlies have been neutralized.
Well, had to go to overtime, but that was it.
All good.
Yeah.
I think we did alright. I got 2 kills. That's good for my
Yes,
first
sir.
game.
Oh yeah.
Did you see those new packs they got?
Yeah, they look pretty cool.
Yeah. And you can unlock that gun by doing something. Oh, getting all the
getting
packs.
everything.
I guess they have like a higher drop rate for this shit. That's so you can get everything.
Hmm.
I would assume. Like, I'm sure you get something different every time of these.
Yeah. Can't get duplicates.
That gun's okay. It's Doc's gun though. I would use that.
Hell yeah.
It's different. Have you watched like a little video of it?
No, I'm trying to find it. Here we go.
It's alright.
Oh, never mind.
Dude,
we serious?
Dude, we just had this shit. The fuck? Well, we had a little bit of practice.
Yeah.
I don't know who to ban. Mira?
I feel like Mirror's never bad.
Oh, yeah. It's like a solid first ban. No, it's not out here for a pimp. Yeah, dude, we're gonna get them VRs. I think we're gonna get 2.
Nice.
I think they would love, like, they play that Rec Room game on their iPads, but that's like a VR game too.
Oh.
I think they'd fuck with it. I want to get a PlayStation. What'd you say?
My roommate's got one.
A VR? What does he got? Do you know?
He mostly plays golf.
Well, like what brand of VR?
I
A
think-
Meta?
Yeah, I think the Meta Quest, I think it's called.
Quest 1, 2, 3.
To use your drone to locate a
I
bomb.
think it's just the one.
That one's super old now.
Yeah. But I mean, it's still fine. But then his friend that comes over sometimes got the 3, and it is pretty nice.
Oh, yeah, I bet that motherfucker's crispy.
Yeah.
I might.
Drone has
I'm
located
just
a
gonna
bomb.
put it on my Best Buy credit card again. Might
Hell yeah.
as well. Get 2 of them. I want to get a
10
PlayStation.
seconds to insertion.
Yeah. You could probably find one cheap on Facebook.
Dude, that's
5
what I'm
seconds to
saying.
insertion.
Whenever I have some little extra money, I bet I could get one for like
Yeah.
Bomb located
200
and
something.
defuse it.
Yeah, probably.
For like a used one, I bet.
Hmm.
And I don't even care if it's like beat up, as long as it works.
Yeah, I mean, you dumbass. I can't believe I killed him. Holy shit. Mozzie. Fuck. He had punched a hole in the wall and
Is
just
there-
waited for me to jump through the window.
Is there an explodable wall down here? Oh no, that's a different mount.
Took a shield back.
That works.
Nice.
I think they're down there.
Put the shield down.
1 op 4 remaining. Bomb diffusion initiated. Protect the diffuser.
Place the tell on it.
Where's he at?
Over on these stairs by 1 and 3 pain.
Nice.
Op 4 eliminated.
Let's go.
What was he doing?
I don't even know.
Oh, he's back there. Damn, you got 3. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
All I know is they had Denari.
Oh, we can ban him now.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
I didn't even realize. I still ain't even bought the damn battle pass.
I'm
You-
only at like 20 something. Need to
Yeah.
play a little bit more.
Yeah, when you start playing.
At least till I get it done.
Gotta get your money's worth.
Yup.
I'm gonna buy it. I bought them though. They have like a $5 and a $15 battle pass on Arena.
Hmm.
I just bought the $5 one.
Nice.
Cheap. I might get this though too. Just got
Is this
paid.
one 10?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did.
If you get paid on Wednesdays.
We need to
Yep.
locate a bomb.
Baby. Yeah. Yeah. I can't remember what you asked now. But the answer is yes. For whatever it was.
Your drone has found a bomb. Ten seconds.
You got an echo and a
They got
vigil.
Cav, fuck?
5
Legion.
seconds. You've located a bomb. Make your way to its
Of
location.
course they
and
got
defuse it.
Cav after they banned Deimos. Bastards.
Dude, Knock got like close to me. And then like she like whispered in my character's ear. Kind of creepy.
That is scary.
Sending out my drone.
There's somebody in this room. One, two.
I think I killed him.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Place the talent in.
Oh shit. That scared me. There's two downstairs, Vigil and Cav.
Diffuser is active. Protected at all costs.
Oh wait, they planted.
Oh what? Oh, there's a door
It's
there.
Cav.
Get away from me.
Coming for you.
Friendly, last operator standing.
Get away from me.
The diffuser has been destroyed. Mission failed.
It was hot and here for yeah. Get rid of Cab, fuck her.
Yep. Get it gone.
Cadillac and cash. I feel like if we had the squad, we could do pretty decent.
Yeah.
The
'Cause, I
center.
mean, we're not doing bad.
No, not at all. He's had a little more synergy.
Yeah.
Is Denaga, he's like on this trip, he's gone.
I'm not sure.
I'm not either. I think so, but I could be wrong.
Let's see if he's there tomorrow, and if not, I'm gonna text him and ask.
He was going to the Philippines, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I wonder.
We need to
You would
locate a
think
bomb.
you would have cell service there, right? 18 or whatever brand.
Oh yeah.
Even if it's like in
I wonder if he'd have to like pay though, because it's overseas.
I don't know. I don't know what service he has, but it could be all like worldwide.
Yeah.
I got AT&T. I'm not sure.
Me too.
I think AT&T is the
Advise
best
your
one
drone
they
has
got.
located a bomb. 10 seconds. Insertion in 5 seconds. Proceed to bomb's location and defuse it.
Hey, that skate game.
Warden was downstairs, I think.
Heard.
Yep.
That skate game is pretty alright too, for real.
What is it?
The skate.
Oh, skate. Yeah.
I think it's free.
Oh, is it?
I mean, I got it for free. It says preview, but it's like the whole damn game.
Hmm.
Did we find the shit? Oh, it's first floor. I feel like they're gonna be behind us.
You better start running! Cluster charge activated.
On the left, on the left.
Placing cluster charge. Cluster charge activated.
Oh, in the doorway.
Placing charge!
She drilled me.
Like,
Okay. Hell yeah.
We love those.
Love shotguns.
I was looking for like a new game to try though. Like
Yeah.
I was feeling like a or not like a battle royale, but dude, there's a game that I wish it was on console called Deadlock.
Oh, didn't you played that a little while ago, didn't you?
Yeah, I tried it. You know, I got it downloaded, but yeah, it's pretty cool, dude. It's like shooting and like rivals looking movement, but
Yeah.
it's like League of Legends, but third person shooter.
Hmm.
There's like lanes and have you ever played League of Legends?
I've played a couple games, yeah.
There's like lanes and shit, minions and like
Oh, dang.
mini like side bosses and shit.
That does sound cool.
15 seconds
Like
left.
gather souls and buy like level ups for your characters.
10 seconds remaining.
It's like just like
Must
League.
recover
Oh.
the diffuser. Down to one friendly.
He was
We have
laying
been
underneath the
eliminated.
window.
I didn't even see that.
That's funny.
Roddy, what up, dude? How goes it, my man? I can mute on this game. I didn't even notice, dude. Who'd they have? Did they have a Blackbeard?
Nah, we swapped
Oh,
sides.
oh. What you doing, dude? Did you have a good day today? Go old faithful. He's took it easy, my guy. Nothing wrong with that. I wish I did. I had to work, dude. It was buns. Super buns. Me and Elkhorn playing some seed. You hear me? You hear me? Let's fuck them up.
Let's get it.
Who has...
Secure the bombs.
Oh, never mind. We're defending. Die. Amazon is buns.
Op 4 has found a bomb.
I wish I could find another job, dude. Looking for a new job is just kind of scary, you know?
Down
Did
to
I
10
put one
seconds.
there? Okay, I'm gonna do it.
5 seconds to insertion. Op 4
Ooh,
has
we got
located a bomb.
We got a rook and doc.
Oh, yeah.
Mega heal. Oh, I see. One's outside. I don't know exactly where though.
Okay.
Like the back side of it.
Additional connections could hurt our odds.
Oh,
Right,
this
so-
Frost needs a heal.
Where are they? Oh,
All connectors have been linked.
Oh, I need heal. Oh, I'm dead. Nice. Lions and drum.
heard. I'm scared. Oh, dude, we only got 19 seconds.
No, you're good.
One
You're
friendly
defending.
remaining.
Oh, you're right. I was like, oh, well, I better do
Oh.
something.
Seconds to go.
What happened?
He got a kill with the Denari trap.
5 seconds remaining. Bomb diffuser has
Oh,
been successfully deployed.
I'm confused. What are we? We're defending. Damn, I threw hard as fuck. I threw Roddy. That's okay.
He's gotta go.
One op 4 remaining.
Oh,
Ooh, that was close.
Mission failed. All friendlies were eliminated.
damn. I feel like a dick now that I think about it. Oh well. I know they have a lion.
That works.
Denari band. I think it's the first one I've ever seen.
Yep.
Everybody's waiting to see what everybody else gets.
Yeah, I don't know what to play.
Say like a good trapper. What'd you go with? Oh, Capcan, classic.
Blow 'em
Classic.
up.
Yep. I might buy the battle pass after this game. It's only $10. That ain't bad.
Secure the bombs.
Playing now makes me want to play again, like play more often. I forgot what it's like.
Barbed wire is up.
I bet Scott would be the same way whenever he plays again.
Be advised, Op 4 has found
Damn
a
it.
bomb.
That's my fault.
Down to 10 seconds. 5 seconds and counting. Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for hostile action.
Tell your people they are inspired by not rushing the experiment of yours. One day the world will see
See my work as more than just a weapon.
the wall's been reinforced.
Throwing an F-Naught.
They're close to me.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure where.
They got Cali. Got him.
Op 4, last stop standing.
Nice.
Nice.
Op 4
Let's
eliminated.
go.
Mission successful.
Shot him in the foot.
Yeah.
Dude, my hands like locking up. I get so stiff when I like try to focus on something.
Yeah.
I don't
Alright, we gotta bring it to overtime.
know. Yeah, you're right. I didn't even notice.
I know. This will probably be my last one, too.
You gotta be up in the morning.
Oh, yeah. Bright and early.
Hope I don't get some dog shit. And I don't want to jinx it, but I've been getting lucky with the routes I've done lately.
Hell yeah.
Better than that 1 week where they put me downtown. That shit was dog shit. Dog shit. What time is it? 11.
Yeah.
Secure the area. Keep the bombs protected.
Evil eye in place. Device placed.
No, not out here for him. Get it.
Op 4 located the bombs protected. 10 seconds left.
My aim is just off.
5 seconds and counting.
I was just hip fired.
Oh, with the
Op
pistol.
4 has located the bombs.
Yeah.
Be ready for hostile action.
Mes amis, I don't believe I ever met someone with such high blood pressure.
Now is not the time for a diagnosis.
Yeah, they're all on that side. Yeah, they shot all the outside cameras. I don't think they're in yet, though. Yeah, dude. They're taking their sweet time. See, I feel like I'm out. I feel like I'm super out of place.
No. I'm reloading. Can you shoot me through this barricade, the stem?
Oh, somebody.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't even see the guy. I seen you on the floor. Oh, good though. Shit, I don't care. This ain't ranked, bruh.
Yeah, hell no.
Anything goes. Yeah, we just need to get
Friendly, last
really
operator
good.
standing.
And then we can boost accounts for people. They can pay us.
Free money.
Yeah, they can pay us to get them elo. There's a lot of people that do that
Oh
shit.
my gosh.
That was insane.
What was
Dude just came up out of the depths. That was wild. I ain't never seen that.
That was funny.
They didn't see him until he started shooting.
No, he could have stayed.
Yeah. Popped out on him. Alright, you done?
Yes, sir. Good games though.
Yeah. I'll probably play tomorrow.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Alright, man. I'll see you in the morning.
Alright, have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
Peace. You know it's hot out here for a pimp. Let's see if they're still playing Arena. If you're here, Roddy, what should I do? It's already 11. Oversleeping like a dog on the floor.
On the morning of September 10th,
Get rid of that. Boom.
2025, 22-year-old Tyler Robinson decided he wouldn't be attending his electrical apprenticeship program at Dixie Technical College. At 8:23, he walked to his gray Dodge Challenger, and a little while later, he drove off to Utah Valley University. 3 hours after that, at 11:49, he exited his car wearing a different set of clothes, a cap, dark sunglasses, and visibly limping toward the parking lot adjacent to the UVU campus. He walked up the parking lot stairs, headed to the Low C Center, and then was nowhere to be seen. Meanwhile, conservative speaker Charlie Kirk was hosting one of his debate events on campus, roughly 200 yards away from where Tyler was. At exactly 12:23, a single shot rang out, piercing the left side of Kirk's throat, sending the entire campus
That's
into
crazy,
chaos.
dude.
Although he was quickly rescued and rushed to the hospital, he only lasted for about an hour when his passing was officially confirmed. To add to the already extremely tragic situation, CCTV footage showed Tyler, then unknown to the authorities, fleeing the scene and successfully evading capture, seemingly holding on to a bag with his weapon in it. Part of why he was able to escape were two people who drew attention to themselves immediately after the attack took place. The first is George Zinn, who falsely confessed to the shooting and was promptly detained, and was recorded being escorted by the police with his pants down, as he repeatedly asked them to shoot him.
We don't know if it's him or not.
As it turns out, George Zinn is a man with a lifelong career of being a deranged nuisance orbiting political events. There are pictures of him accosting the former Utah House Speaker Greg Hughes, as well as former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani. But more importantly, George is on record claiming to have personally witnessed 9/11 and instantly knowing that Al-Qaeda was behind it. Given Zinn's profile, this was most likely a tall tale, a false account to get attention. Something similar happened in 2013, when shortly after the Boston Marathon bombing, he emailed the Salt Lake City Marathon organizers and offered to help place bombs, which got him arrested for the threats. Other things noted in his legal records are commitments to mental hospitals, being arrested for theft of services, failure to disclose his identity, jaywalking, and other stuff like that. Due to the extremely controversial nature of this entire thing, George Zinn ended up being massively misreported as being Jewish, a narrative that found its way even to former NFL star Antonio Brown. However, George is actually a mentally ill man of Greek descent, with a Mormon religious background and a history of pulling this kind of stunt. Just a little while after he was detained, they noticed that he had no weapon on him, and there was no weapon discarded in the area he was in, meaning he couldn't have committed the crime. This doesn't mean he was innocent though, as when the police brought him in for processing, he had a medical issue that led to him being taken to a local hospital. There, he admitted that he did what he did to purposely hinder law enforcement from getting the real guy, and when asked by cops for his phone, he volunteered, but not before informing the police that he had illegal material involving children on it. As if that weren't enough, he then specified to the cops that he was in possession of the material for his own gratification and had a preference for girls from ages 5 through 12. Given this guy already has dozens of previous cases, I hope he stays locked up for good. Another person of interest that immediately emerged following the attack was a man named David, who was recorded cheering and chanting USA immediately following the shot. While this man's full name is harder to find than George Zinn's, he actually took to Twitter to identify himself as the one chanting, trying to explain that he did it to draw attention so the security team could escape. At face value, this is extremely suspicious, and although it's unsure if this was the second person whom law enforcement detained, it would make sense given he gave them a good reason to believe he was at least involved with whoever committed the assassination. However, a brief examination of his social media account makes it clear as day that this man too is clearly suffering from some intense delusion. In videos he posted, he suggests that Charlie Kirk was a soldier of his and speaks from the perspective of every major religion, which you don't need to be a mental health specialist to recognize as a telltale sign of schizophrenia. Despite George and David clearly committing obstruction of justice, there is no evidence indicating that they were in on what happened. Over the course of the next day, law enforcement swarmed the location and started piecing together the shooter's movements leading up to the assassination, and a series of strange things were discovered. While examining the vantage point and CCTV footage that showed his escape from the scene, they eventually found that the killer had dumped his weapon nearby, wrapped in a towel. The weapon, which is a Mauser Model 98 30-06 caliber bolt-action rifle with a mounted scope, was found along with its bullets. The casing, which was spent, had the words "Notices bulge, oh whoa, what's this?" engraved on it. If you're familiar with this kind of language, which I unfortunately am, this is a meme phrase usually associated with traps. Basically, the idea of it being that the speaker is attracted to a person who looks like a woman only to find out that they have a bulge, which the speaker is then interested in, and the word "oh being a classic emote associated with anime. The intended irony here is obvious, as Charlie Kirk is infamous for his opposition to transgenderism, so having this phrase engraved on it immediately suggests a political motive. There were 3 more casings, all of which were unspent. The first one read, "Hey fascist, catch," followed by an up arrow, a right arrow, and 3 downward arrows, which is the stratagem code for the Eagle 500-kilogram bomb in Helldivers 2. Like the previous casing, this one also had a clear political message with an internet culture-related element. The second unspent casing had a brief passage of the song Bella Ciao on it, an old Italian folk song closely tied to the anti-fascist movement. Again, clearly political in nature, although unlike the other ones, this one has no internet subculture aspect to it. Lastly, the third unspent casing read, "If you read this, you are gay. Lamau." These casings alone strongly suggested that whoever the shooter was, it was someone young, at least someone young enough to be
Generic
familiar
rock
with these
likes
online
it.
phrases. Unfortunately, even with the prints being lifted from the weapon, they weren't able to identify a culprit. At least to the public's knowledge, these prints didn't immediately reveal the shooter's identity, although they would become useful whenever a person of interest was detained. For the next day or so, despite information slowly being made available to the public, it didn't seem like law enforcement were making significant progress in the case. Given how high profile an incident it was, and how much it had inflamed the United States as a whole, people were pretty worked up.
Hello, you. Stop your online nightmares with Surfshark. Now get 3 months extra. One Surfshark app has a VPN, an antivirus, and so much more.
I've been thinking about getting
Surfshark
one of those.
VPN for all
We
your
all think.
devices.
And unsurprisingly, they launched their own investigations. Once again, things get a little tricky, but this time around, it's a bit more complicated. It's important to say that as far as any of us know, none of these people are responsible for, implicated in, or in any way related to the assassination. However, it is important to take everything into consideration, especially considering how ominously foreshadowing some of the posts I'm about to talk about are. The first of these is a set of tweets by someone named Omar, with multiple Twitter handles. The tweets from the 9th of September read, "Charlie Kirk is coming to my college tomorrow. I really hope someone evaporates him, literally. Let's just say something big will happen tomorrow." After the shooting happened, this person came back to Twitter to say, "Charlie Kirk got shot. Bro, I promise I didn't have anything to do with it. But I called it, and it's so deserved." Eventually, this person took down their own Twitter account, and someone completely unrelated took the other handle to prevent it from being taken and used by scammers. Side note, this only kind of worked because if you look up the handle on Twitter now, the first result is a fake account promoting a crypto scam in the name of Charlie. Pretty disgusting stuff. As people saw this tweet and had a revelation of someone who accurately called that this would happen, someone looked up that handle on Google, found the first picture of a person, and then spread the claim that this person was Omar or Najra Galv's their Twitter handle. The thing is, if you look up someone's Twitter handle online and go on the images tab, you may get the images of any account that may be associated with theirs for whatever reason. They could have replied to each other years ago and it pops up. In this case, the person in the image is an account named Michaela Ultra from Seattle, whose account is now protected. The thing is, decoupling these two accounts was not enough for a lot of people, who promptly went through their tweets and found a reply from Michaela Ultra to a limited account that expressed they weren't fans of Charlie Kirk. Additionally, 2 other tweets were screenshotted, which read, "I'm crashing out. Coming apart at the seams. You're watching it live in real time. Keep your eyes peeled on the news." When someone replied to them suggesting they would be the next trans shooter, Michaela Ultra replied by saying, "Finally someone who is smart enough to read between the lines and figure out what all my Dr. Pepper posting is about." Now, as ominous as all of that sounds, especially since these tweets were made just a day prior to the assassination, and Michaela bearing some resemblance to AI-enhanced CCTV images of the assassin, the explanation to these tweets lies in the mention of Dr. Pepper. None of the tweets made on the day prior to the attack had anything to do with Charlie Kirk, conservatism, and it clearly wasn't serious, as they were all related to DMs exchanged with the Dr. Pepper Twitter account, demanding to talk to the real Dr. Pepper. On Instagram, they made a post saying, "I am suspended from Twitter, so I can't post proof of life there, but I would like to confirm that I am not the Charlie Kirk shooter." As far as I could tell, Michaela or Michaela Ultra never hinted at doing anything to Charlie Kirk, nor condoned what happened on the 10th. As far as who was really behind the Omar Twitter account, one person was found. First name Omar, last name Najera, like the Twitter handle, who also identified specifically as non-binary, just like the Twitter account. However, this person hasn't spoken out as of yet, and again, there is no specific evidence tying them to the crime. There was someone else, however, with much more incriminating material on their socials. Much like what happened to Michaela, as people ravenously dug through online posts to find evidence of someone connected to that Omar account who had hinted at what would happen to Kirk, they found a certain Sky Valadez. Sky was a member of a band called God's Finest Scalpel, or simply God's Finest, which was featured on a post of account Click Click Boom. Here, they're tagged as Straight Death, and if that name wasn't suggestive enough of some kind of terrorism, God's Finest had a song titled Charlie Kirk Dead at 31, which was up on its SoundCloud long before the attack happened, and a similar song called Charlie Kirk's Death Isn't Enough for Me on Bandcamp. from an album titled Death to American Scum. While that is all pretty on the nose, it could just be excessively edgy trans activism. When people took to the comments of the Dead at 31 song on SoundCloud, Sky replied, "I'm not a student at any college. I don't support political violence. This song was a massive coincidence, and I'm leaving it at that. I will not take this down, as I believe in my First Amendment rights, and I believe that if you think this is disgusting, you're worried about the wrong thing." This response could have laid the issue to bed, but the people looking into this stuff weren't just looking for potential culprits, but also anyone who knew about the real shooter's plans and didn't report it or try to prevent it in any way. Despite being seemingly completely exonerated, Sky also took to Instagram. "I am not the shooter nor a current alumni at UVU. I had a dream back in March of this year when I recorded and debuted this song on SoundCloud. It's complicated and cheesy, but I did foresee the death of Charlie Kirk this year. However, not at a conference and not by the hand of a gun. I've never been a fan of Charlie Kirk, mostly because I live under the LGBTQ+ umbrella and disagree with everything he says. Then again, I hate all politicians and politics because it's such a wildfire of a situation already. I do not support the shooting in any way, but I am relieved that a Nazi sympathizer is no longer wasting my oxygen." Unsurprisingly, that second half did very little to quell suspicions about potential foreknowledge. So people kept digging, and eventually they found a second Instagram account that belonged to Sky called letters_2_bishop. This account had a post with a picture of another band, presumably also in Utah, where one of the members bore a striking resemblance to the aforementioned Omar Najera. This led some people to speculate that they were bandmates, but as per God's Finest bio before Charlie Kirk's death, it was a band of one. There was one last person who was similarly picked up by Twitter as potentially having foreknowledge because just a day prior to the incident, they had said, "September 10th will be a very interesting day." While this tweet got tens of millions of views, they continued to be active on Twitter and showed proof that they very frequently made this kind of tweet. So sooner or later, this kind of coincidence would happen by sheer volume. Now, we are going to revisit the topic of people potentially having foreknowledge of the assassination, but at this point, as it stood, it was confirmed that none of these people were the killer, begging the question, who was actually behind the assassination? A whole day and a half after the shooting, on the evening of the 11th, the pictures of the killer in a cap and dark glasses were released. One of Tyler's friends, who was in the same Discord server with about 18 other people, sent the picture to their chat, jokingly remarking that it looked like Tyler and asking him where he was at. Tyler responded saying that his doppelganger did it, to which someone else sarcastically replied, "Tyler killed Charlie." Clearly, the mere concept of Tyler doing such a thing was something his acquaintances wouldn't even consider. He was a seemingly intelligent guy, as his mother proudly bragged on Facebook about his 4.0 GPA. He was a mild-mannered indoorsman who gamed a lot, and although he wasn't a Republican like the rest of his family, he also wasn't even registered to vote and didn't express his opinions that much. Because of this, the rest of his server continued to joke about turning him in to collect the $100,000 bounty on the killer, which was eventually raised to $1.2 million, or they made recommendations that Tyler not go to a McDonald's anytime soon, referencing the notorious case of Luigi Mangione, who was caught on CCTV when he stopped to get something to eat. Tyler even contributed some jokes about himself, saying he should get rid of this manifesto and exact copy rifle I have lying around. Over a few messages, he said, "I heard the ammo had something about trans stuff on it, but they aren't releasing photos or exact quotes. And also, the claim wasn't backed by the official FBI, just some dude in the briefing room. I am actually Charlie Kirk. Wanted to get out of politics, so I faked my death. Now I can live out my dream life in Kansas." Now, there is some justified debate as to whether the other people in this Discord knew the full extent of Tyler's intents and actions before, during, or after the murder of Charlie Kirk. Partly, it's because these messages were provided voluntarily by one of Tyler's friends, meaning they could have either been tailored by this friend in such a way to exclude anything that would incriminate any other members of the server, or it could mean that due to this friend's forthcoming cooperation with law enforcement, he was given a degree of privilege or protection. While it's highly likely that at least one member of this Discord was aware of Tyler's crimes, it's also likely that multiple, if not the majority of the members had no idea. And some of them even expressed grief over the assassination, remarking that Charlie didn't deserve it. Regardless, Tyler definitely seemed intent on keeping people under the impression that he was innocent, and this included his family. For nearly 2 whole days, he kept his family in the dark, and he probably would have strung them along for longer if he could. But on the evening of the 11th, Tyler's father, Matt, saw the pictures of the killer on the news. To his unimaginable shock, he saw his son being reported about on national television for having murdered Charlie Kirk. Despite his utter shock and disbelief, Matt went to his son and simply asked him, "Tyler, is this you? This looks like you." Tyler immediately confessed.
I should give it a little
Boo.
But when urged to turn himself in, he responded, "I would rather take my own life than turn myself in." Matt promptly contacted their local Mormon bishop, Scott Messinger, and asked him what he should do, who said that despite the risk of Tyler ending up getting the death penalty, they had to turn him in, which his father did, while also refusing to accept the reward money from the FBI. Knowing that his fate had been sealed, Tyler felt the urge to come clean to his friends on Discord. "Hey guys, I have bad news for you all. It was me at UVU yesterday. I'm sorry for all of this. I'm surrendering through a sheriff in a few moments. Thank you for all the good times and laughs. You've all been so amazing. Thank you all for everything." There was no immediate response, and only much later, one of the members sent a message asking that the others pray for Tyler. At 11 p.m. that day, the cops came and arrested him, though what was supposed to give the public some relief ended up just raising even more questions. However controversial this was initially, establishing Tyler's motive was the easiest part. The casing clearly antagonized Kirk as a fascist, his family remarked that he had recently expressed that Charlie Kirk was full of hate, and his growing left-wing sentiment coincided with his distancing from his family's Mormon religious
You'd
practices.
imagine your
The
family
fact that he
member
committed
did
the
that.
crime was also an easy task to prove, as they forensically recovered a note that he had
That'd be
written and
crazy.
attempted to dispose of, wherein he said, "I have the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and I'm going to take it." On one of his devices, they also found communications with a roommate, not named in the affidavit, about needing to retrieve his rifle. This leads me to think that he acknowledged he'd made a mistake in leaving his weapon behind and wanted to go back to get it. But he took too long, and law enforcement got to it first. With the weapon and the towel it was wrapped up in, they found DNA that was a match for Tyler's. As far as the crime itself, it looked pretty open and shut. That is, until further consideration was given to other people being potentially involved in the lead-up. You see, soon after his capture, Tyler went completely silent and has refused to cooperate with the police, which led the public to discovering en masse that a lot of the finer pieces of information about his online activities came from someone else. While the roommate was initially anonymous, that didn't last long, as a neighbor of Tyler's came forward to speak with the media, and some pretty interesting things were said when the topic came up, and the neighbor claims to have witnessed them together.
With him.
Were they holding hands?
Yeah, they were. So, yeah, they drove off in his car, the Dodge Challenger.
And so they look like they were a couple?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's some published reports out there that this individual, the roommate, may have been transitioning. Did that correlate with what you saw?
Yeah, definitely. I remember them talking about a doctor's appointment. It was about 2 weeks ago, I would say.
And they were kissing?
Yeah.
Do you know, where did you see them kissing?
Just coming out.
While there was some initial pushback to the narrative that Tyler was in a relationship with this roommate of his, this testimony from his neighbor went a long way to solidify this in the public sphere. An unknown source in law enforcement had already attested to the same story, and with this much scrutiny and attention on something, keeping this person's name a secret was basically impossible. Eventually, people found Tyler's Venmo account, where one name stood out: Lance Twiggs, who frequently received money from his mother for prescriptions and doctor's appointments, fitting what the neighbor had told the media. On Saturday, September 13th, the Daily Mail published an article identifying this transgender roommate and romantic partner of Tyler Robinson, with the person listed in the affidavit as a cooperator with law enforcement. In it, Lance's TikTok account, Cookies and Cream, was attached, but most of that account's posts consisted of gaming clips. It turns out this account was apparently shared with someone named Quinn, or Youngest Kami on Twitch, who didn't have any relation to Tyler. In turn, this led people to consider that this may not be Lance's main account. By simply checking the follows on it, you can find Lance's actual account. Lancelotl, although nothing related to Tyler can be found here, mostly because the majority of the posts come from long before Lance would have been his roommate. As this news grew to national proportions, relatives of Lance's began to speak out, claiming that Tyler and Lance hated conservatives and Christians. Going on to say, "I think Tyler got a whole lot worse in the year they have been dating. They are big gamers, and obviously they have that group that influences them as well as others." Lance disclosed that he had a boyfriend, not to me directly. He wanted to have lunch with other family members to introduce his boyfriend. I was afraid he might hurt someone. Lance is not a healthy person. He's very angry with anyone who is supportive of conservative ideals and Christian values. As far as I know, he was not going by another name. I just know he was in the process of transitioning. I know he was trying to take different medications. Now, I should note that I'm exclusively going off of what's on the news, as misinformation related to this aspect of the story peaked on Twitter. But based on a collection of testimonies from multiple, and mostly anonymous, relatives who were spoken to by the media, both Tyler and Lance were black sheep of their families to different degrees. Tyler was mostly described as resigned from any social activity, being a big gamer since a very young age in a way that is almost disarmingly relatable. He wanted to develop games. His friends described him as fun to be around, despite being shy and quiet. Lance, on the other hand, was seemingly more outspoken and angry about his views, which was described by a relative, which signals a greater degree of comfort expressing them. This also fits their online presence, as Tyler had seemingly no significant public profiles, while Lance had multiple. This includes the aforementioned TikTok, a now privated Instagram account.
Break free with the new Opera GX,
Boo.
the browser that puts you in control with a brand new design that frees up even more pixels for
and possibly the most revealing one out of all of them, a Reddit account. Before I get into the actual contents of Lance's Reddit, it's important to note that due to the lack of information up until this point, a lot of people resorted to creating imagined versions of this person that were convenient to their preconceptions. Some people were prone to immediately and completely exonerate Lance due to his cooperation with law enforcement. Others leaned toward the narrative that he was at least complicit, if not actively pushing or pressuring Tyler to do what he did. Unsurprisingly, neither of these assumptions were exactly true. His Reddit history goes back over half a decade, and up until 2024, there are several patterns we can pick up on. For example, very early on, around 2019, you can find references to jokes about killing furries, criticisms to J.K. Rowling for making Harry Potter characters gay, and even positive comments on campaigns like "It's okay to be white," as well as criticisms of how black people were socially allowed to exclude white people from their spaces, but not the other way around. Clearly, in 2019, Lance wasn't what you'd call a staunch left-winger, to say the least. But something changed in 2020. Before, Lance often made positive posts relating to other Reddit users over his intent of getting his video game addiction under control, wanting to start lifting weights again, get good grades, and find a girlfriend. After 2020, one of the first significant posts on his account is him arguing with other people over transgenderism. Specifically, Lance can be seen calling his old self transphobic and claiming that children should be allowed to transition. It also seems he began exploring existentialist philosophy, taking an interest in Nietzsche and Stoicism as they related to managing suffering and negative/painful situations that you wish to be out of. By 2022, he was already posting to subreddits like femboy_IRL and r/196. Both of which are well known for their predominantly trans user base. This isn't to say he was a conventional left-winger though, as multiple posts signaled that he was sufficiently far left, and that he no longer believed in political parties altogether, claiming that all they were after was money. Another interesting sign here is his continued investment not only in video games, but also in websites like 4chan, and more specifically, the R9K board. If you want a slightly deeper dive into what goes on R9K, you can watch my video about Reiko's femboy cult, but to make a long story short, it's infamous for being full of rabid incels, transgender people, and combinations of the two, all of whom are bonding over feeling socially excluded or otherwise dysfunctional. If you've been listening to what I've been saying, then I think you're starting to get the idea. All of this automatically put Lance squarely outside of the regular political spectrum, and although he was clearly left-wing, he definitely felt ambivalent about a lot of issues. For example, in one instance, He actually made fun of people who got upset that the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's, Scott Cawthon, had donated to Republican politicians, and complained about
What
incessant
up, Blue
Russia
Elk? How are
versus
you?
Ukraine discussions creeping into the subreddits he frequented. At a
How
surface
goes it, my
level,
good
Lance
sir?
wasn't an extremely rigorous left-winger. He posted on the Jordan Peterson subreddit criticizing echo chambers and expressing his distaste for how much of the sub had been overtaken with political discussions,
Welcome, welcome.
while also specifying that Jordan had been pivotal to his personal growth, complimenting his 12
Just
Rules for
chilling.
Life book and defending him from detractors. Another expression of his lack of political rigor is that while he posted a lot on a joke sub called Love for Landlords, which sarcastically praises landlords while depicting them as the most cruel and greedy capitalists imaginable, he also posted to r/no-working, which parodied the infamous leftist sub r/anti-work. But make no mistake, in spite of his overall lax attitude towards politics, there were some things he took more seriously, and he only grew to take them more seriously as time went on. First off, he unsurprisingly had a more concerned approach when it came to gender ideology, condemning misgendering, and even raising an issue with how the left commodified the trans rights cause. Oddly enough, his post about it is on the r/anarcho-capitalism subreddit, although it doesn't seem like Lance has any other activity associated with libertarianism, besides a few passing comments on the legalization of drugs. Before he had any cohesive political beliefs, from a young age, Lance struggled with substance abuse. While he took an interest in subreddits like r/shrooms and r/acid, it's his post on r/alcoholism that is the most revealing out of all of them. In a reply to someone talking about how alcohol can cause blackouts, he wrote, "I appreciate the resources. I'll definitely read through the Alcohol Explained book. The blackout piece was solid. I don't think about choking. I am so glad I can't fall asleep on my back. It kinda saved me there. Lol. I kinda feel like it's too late on the addiction part, cause I did a ton of weed earlier in my teens, and I can tell it messed with my energy and attention levels. And I mean this in no edgy or depressing way, but I don't really see myself making it past about 25 at this rate, so I'm not too worried about the long-term effects. I think I'll wait until legal age at least to try any alcohol again though." While this is quite revealing on its own, with Lance expressing a certain degree of hopelessness about his own life expectancy, it gets more interesting when you check the other comments on this thread and notice he's replying to all of them. Based on this, despite the original thread now being deleted and having its contents as well as who created it,
Yeah,
hidden,
dude.
the Wayback
Shit's
Machine
wild,
reveals
isn't
what
it?
was originally there. In the thread's body, Lance, who would be 19
Sucks.
or 18
I
at
wasn't
the
too
time this thread
familiar
was
with him
made,
at all,
tells a
but
story
sucks
in
it
which
happened.
Lance drank anywhere from half to a whole bottle of 40% vodka
Dude was
in
just
2 hours,
crazy.
while simultaneously being high, blacked out, and waking up with
Not fall
vomit
asleep.
everywhere. Clearly, there was something wrong with him. And other posts also have him talking about suffering from bulimia. Although there are some associations between eating disorders and substance abuse, and also with both of those things and gender dysphoria, what's important to focus on here is how it all contributes to his aforementioned hopelessness. The idea that he'll be dying soon no matter what. Based on other posts of his, Lance identified himself and his friends as abandoning religious beliefs, and even described a situation in which his family basically disowned him relating to it. While this matches the testimony of one of Lance's relatives, it doesn't tell the full story, as he continued to live with his family for a good while after. Even after he moved out to be roommates with Tyler, the Venmo shows he continued to get money sent to him by his parents, and it's quite likely they helped them with their housing, since the place they shared cost $1,800 a month. And as far as is publicly known, neither of them had very good jobs to afford that kind of place. Even
$1,800 a
if they had
month.
issues with them, both Lance and Tyler appeared to receive continuous
That's
support
like
from their
all my
families,
bills.
despite their
More
lifestyle.
than-
While there has been a lot of conflicting information about this, Lance was indeed undergoing a transition, at least as of a year ago, as he could be seen talking about the effects of HRT on r/trans DIY about a year ago. Soon after that, about 10 months ago as of me writing this, he already mentioned having a boyfriend, which coincides with the reports he was in a relationship with Tyler. There's one last bit of info that I think is worth correcting. There's been some speculation that Lance's Instagram bio having the word fish finder is some kind of coded message about grooming minors into becoming trans. While that is a very real phenomenon, with the likes of Giggly Goon Clown being obsessed with doing exactly that. In this case, it's incorrect. Not only is Lance on the record years ago talking about how much he liked going fishing, but he also has some posts criticizing online trans communities for calling other people eggs, which basically means they're trans but haven't discovered themselves yet. With all of this established, and paired with testimonies from their relatives, there was nothing particularly unusual about their upbringing. This extremely sad and dark picture from Tyler's mom's Facebook shows him in 2013 playing a game on his computer. Lance is no different, although instead of performing really well academically, like Tyler, Lance actually seemed more socially well-adjusted and artistically inclined.
My name is Lance Twitz. I am playing country concerto for young pianists.
Harbor Freight tools keep getting better with time. Better performance, better durability, better value. Whatever you do, do it for less at Harbor Freight. 10 straight days of incredible deals, going on now through October 1st.
Took over to fall asleep.
And I like piano because it gives me something other than playing video games to do with my fingers.
But from 2019 to 2024, both of them slowly moved from somewhat apolitical to left-wing, with a large emphasis on the topic of trans rights. While Lance's was well documented through his own Reddit, Tyler's was quieter. But there, nonetheless, a former classmate of his described him as being a Reddit kid. Seemingly, just like something happened in 2020, a similar effect took place in 2024 when Lance and Tyler moved in together, and their families started to notice both of them feeding off of each other and becoming more politically inclined. For a few days after the assassination, the exact dynamic between them was unknown, but just a few days ago, their final Discord messages to one another were released, and they read as follows. Tyler, drop what you are doing. Look under my keyboard. Lance, what? You're joking, right? Here, Tyler is referencing the note I had mentioned earlier that had been destroyed and was recovered, where he declared he was going to take Charlie's life. Their conversation continued. Tyler, I'm still okay, my love, but am stuck in Orem for a little while longer yet. Shouldn't be long until I can come home, but I gotta grab my rifle still. To be honest, I had hoped to keep this a secret till I died of old age. I am sorry to involve you. Lance, you weren't the one who did it, right? Tyler, I'm sorry. Lance, I thought they caught the person. Tyler, no, they grabbed some crazy old dude, then interrogated someone in similar clothing. I had planned to grab my rifle from my drop point shortly after, but most of that side of town got locked down. It's quiet. Almost quiet enough to get out. But there's one vehicle lingering. Lance, why? Tyler, why did I do it? Lance, yeah. And Tyler responds with the following diatribe. I had enough of his hatred. Some hate can't be negotiated out. If I am able to grab my rifle unseen, I will have left no evidence. Going to attempt to retrieve it again. Hopefully they have moved on. I haven't seen anything about them finding it. Lance, how long have you been planning this? Tyler, a bit over a week, I believe. I can get close to it, but there is a squad car parked right by it. I think they already swept that spot, but I don't want to chance it. I'm wishing I had circled back and grabbed it as soon as I got to my vehicle. I'm worried what my old man would do if I didn't bring back Grandpa's rifle. I don't even know if it had a serial number, but it wouldn't trace to me. I worry about prints. I had to leave it in a bush where I changed outfits. Didn't have the ability or time to bring it with. I might have to abandon it and hope they don't find prints. How will I explain losing it to my old man? Only thing I left was the rifle wrapped in a towel. Remember how I was engraving bullets? The messages are mostly a big meme. If I see notices bulge ooh-woo on Fox News, I might have a stroke. Alright, I'm gonna have to leave it. That really sucks. Judging from today, I'd say Grandpa's gun does just fine. I don't know. I think that was a $2,000 scope. Delete this exchange. My dad wants photos of the rifle. He says Grandpa wants to know who has what. The feds released a photo of the rifle, and it is very unique. He's calling me right now, not answering. Since Trump got into office, he has been pretty diehard MAGA. I'm gonna turn myself in willingly. One of my neighbors here is a deputy for the sheriff. You are all I worry about, love. Lance, I'm much more worried about you. Tyler, don't talk to the media, please. Don't take any interviews or make any comments. If any police ask you questions, ask for a lawyer and stay silent. While Lance did follow Tyler's wishes on the first request, he didn't on the second, as he did cooperate with law enforcement extensively as per the affidavit. Now, if you're wondering about the visuals for the messages on screen, those are not the actual screenshots, but instead depictions of what the messages would look like. However, the contents of the messages are genuine. It's technically possible that Lance and Tyler coordinated this exchange beforehand to exonerate Lance of any cooperation, given the pretty performative nature of some of Tyler's messages especially. Given they did live together and shared political views, it's not impossible. But at the same time, it's also possible that, indeed, Tyler concocted and carried this plan out on his own. Given Lance was more expressive and even-minded, while Tyler was much harder to read even by his close friends, it could be that the latter was a ticking time bomb, and his political beliefs about Charlie Kirk, paired with his attachment to Lance, who was trans, were enough to set him off. As it currently stands, Tyler is potentially facing the death penalty, and Lance is nowhere to be seen or heard from. For many people, this was case closed, but other people have pitched the possibility that even if Lance had no foreknowledge, it doesn't mean other people couldn't have. Beyond those I've mentioned earlier in the video, there were a few other suspicious details surrounding the whole incident. For example, a neighbor of theirs claimed that 2 weeks prior to the attack, several people driving cars with out-of-state plates were seen going in and out. Additionally, there were a couple of Change.org petitions by locals who were vehemently opposed to Charlie Kirk speaking at the university, and some of the comments got pretty questionable. Besides the name-calling and political accusations, there were some comments like, "No tolerance for Nazis like Kirk. Stop the speaking or someone else will." Of course, this could just be someone making a baseless threat due to how they felt about Charlie, but it goes deeper. A day prior to the assassination, a now-deleted TikTok account called Definitely Not Jackson made a post with the captions, "Charles James Kirk, Mr. College Dropout, does not know what's coming tomorrow. Be ready. This isn't a threat, it's a promise. It's a bad day to be Charlie tomorrow. Hashtag UVU." Again, this could just be a reference to the debate itself as some illusion that Charlie will get owned or something in the marketplace of ideas, but there's also more. 5 days prior to the shooting, a Twitter user named Fuyoshi Incel said, "You guys, I have something big coming soon. Just be sure to check the news. You'll know it when you see it. Winky emoji face." And within a few hours of the assassination, he came back to say, "Well,
I don't really
that's
know
that.
what
Another
much
chud
about
bites the
him,
dust."
but I
This
know he got
account
shot.
currently appears to be completely
I've
gone.
seen shorts of
Lastly, a
him.
TikTok and Twitter user who followed Lance Twiggs by the name of Churbum75M,
Go to
as soon as the
bed after
attack took
this.
place, tweeted out, "We did it." Adding insult to injury, he followed it up with, "Charlie Kirk deserved that. Let it die."
No,
On his
he didn't
TikTok, he
deserve
set
it,
his
though.
account to the picture of the moment Kirk was shot, along with a lot of other vile posts about it. By merely searching up his handle on Twitter, it's easy to find that just days prior, he was in hot water for insincerely apologizing for making offensive jokes in a Discord server. With all of those elements put together, this matched the profile of unconventional leftists that would be expected. Churbum eventually shared conversations he'd had with a friend of his, where his friend is saying, "We aren't even old enough to hold a gun without a weapon charge." But of course, at this point, the concern wasn't that anyone besides Tyler actually did it, but instead that other people knew that he would beforehand. He eventually made a tweet claiming that it was all a misunderstanding and he was just an immature teenager scared for his life. Despite tweeting out many times afterwards asking to be left alone and saying that joking about people dying is wrong, Churbum continued to make light of what happened, leading many people to be suspicious. Whatever the case is with any of these specific accounts, people are innocent until proven guilty. And I'm not making this video to endorse doxing anyone because of what they post on Twitter. If there is genuine suspicion, it should be handled by the authorities. And on the 16th of September, nearly a week after the incident, it was announced by the FBI that there were a lot more than 20 people in Tyler's Discord chat, and that all of them were now under FBI investigation. Another interesting claim is that there was a broad network of groups with intel on Kirk's assassination and the subsequent announcement of investigation of NGOs, although what exactly this means has yet to be seen. What it could be really related to is the recent discovery related to the Utah-based group Armed Queers SLC. Founded in 2020, Armed Queers identified itself as a revolutionary LGBTQ organization whose principles included the end of capitalist oppression and trans liberation. At face value, it looks like nothing out of the ordinary for this kind of collective, but it was discovered that this group was founded and led by a certain Ermia Fanayan, who had won an award from the Utah Council for Citizens Diplomacy in 2022, was once listed by the Utah Global Diplomacy NGO as a young diplomat of Utah, and was listed as being on the payroll of the Utah State Democratic Committee. The scope of this kind of thing is unassumingly huge, as Ermia was a speaker at a UN-affiliated event, and the Utah Global Diplomacy received most of its income directly from government grants. As early as 2019, Ermia can be seen on stage alongside people like Elizabeth Warren. 4 years later, in January 2023, Armed Queers made now-deleted posts about working with the Elm Fork John Brown Gun Club. 2 years after that, just 2 months ago, on the 14th of July, 10 to 12 members of this gun club gathered near an ICE detention center, setting off fireworks and vandalizing vehicles with phrases like ice pig and traitor in an attempt to draw out officers. They then proceeded to open fire on several unarmed officers nearby, succeeding in killing none of them, but they did injure one officer in the neck. Immediately after, all of them were arrested and had their property seized. Multiple of the people arrested had prior criminal histories of similar crimes. Of course, everything I'm saying here is circumstantial, but still, it seems to be enough that the FBI is currently investigating Ermia about her potentially having some relation not just to the assassination of Charlie Kirk, but also to any other similar crimes that have occurred recently. Ultimately, it's impossible to know just how much sprawl this kind of thing has, but considering how massive organizations and cults like the Zizians or 764 have gotten, it's best to sort this out as early as possible, before any other crimes can take place. Whatever the case may be, it's an absolute tragedy that Charlie Kirk lost his life. To a lesser degree, it's also a tragedy that people like Tyler got to the point of committing such a crime. Hopefully, nothing of this kind ever happens again. I've been Turkey Tom. Thanks for watching, and until next time, leave me alone.
He's eating spaghetti with his hands. He's chewing someone else's gum. And she's sharing her personal data. Who's worse? Buy Surfshark VPN and get 3 extra months of clean privacy. Surfshark offers a VPN, an antivirus, and plenty of other privacy treats. Get it on your phone, on your laptop, on unlimited devices. Surfshark, for data that's yours and yours alone. Go to surfshark.com and get 3 months extra.
Online doesn't mean alone. At NKU, you'll join a vibrant learning community built around your life. Whether you're pursuing business, education, nursing, technology, or more, our fully online degrees bring academic excellence and support right to you. You don't have to choose between your goals and your responsibilities. You can have both. Join a vibrant learning community where real-world experience and meaningful relationships come together. At NKU, you're not just earning a degree, you're finding your place. Discover where you belong at onlinedegrees.nku.edu.
Yep. See, I'm over falling asleep. I'm gonna get off here. Thanks for watching. If you watched, you're a legend.